Good to see you again, Vosh. It's been a minute since we braved the mean streets of Yonkers together.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I hear that Yonkers is, in fact, not the city that PV is going to be directing their folks to next time.
Yes, this next one will be in Wisconsin. We're going to be over in Milwaukee. So it should be a good time. Sam, you want to say hi real quick?
Yeah, what's up? My name's Sam. I am the director of our Ohio House. We've got 6 houses across the country, filled up with volunteers from sort of all over online politics world. Some people that really aren't even that online. I don't know why you would decide to do this kind of thing, but hey, we love all the help we can get. I'm down in Ohio. Ryan here is in Pennsylvania. We've got houses in Wisconsin, Nevada, Arizona, North Carolina as well. And all those houses, 8 days a week, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. We go out, we canvass, we talk to voters, get voter registration. Yeah, it's a great, great time. And we're all going to be up in Milwaukee October 5th, October 6th weekend. We're trying to knock out hundreds of thousands of doors in an ideal world. If we can get everyone up there that we really want to, more likely it'll be more like 40 to 50,000 doors, but still a lot of progress to be done if we can get up there. I think we've got a Reddit post on the sub.
You might just.
Got a form. Yeah, super recommend. I've been to a lot of these events before in the past. They're always a blast. There's always like a good day of canvassing and then a wild like after night parties that happen. I think last time there was like beer pong that a bunch of streamers were doing and viewers were jumping in. I think this year we're going to have like a giant Smash, like a projector with Smash up on it. And there's going to be like a giant like line to get in there. So it's going to be a ton of fun. The carpooling is all coordinated. So if you don't have a way to get there, we can like find a carpool to swing by wherever you're at. So super recommend. Windows starting to close. If you can join, get in that form, and if you just get in that form, we'll do our damnedest to try and make sure you can get here, whatever help you need. But we can't help you if we don't know what your situation is. So please hit that form, y'all.
Awesome. And we sent you the link, Vosh, if there's a reasonable place to link that in chat. But yeah.
You mean to the Reddit? I'm already looking at it. I'm 10 steps
awesome.
ahead of you.
Yeah, 10 steps ahead as always. I was just thinking if there was like a chat that you link it in or something. I'm not sure how this works, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, awesome. Still to the people in chat considering, still near exclusive positivity at the canvassing events that I have been to and to the reception that I've seen from people online. People really go for it and have a good time. So I strongly encourage you to at least consider it, especially if you're in the area. Put some damn effort in, folks. You're getting lazy.
Yeah. It's true. They're very safe as well. We only had one accidental death, and it was the first person to taste Vosh's cheese wheel. They died instantly on the spot.
I got high quality cheese. This is slander. It was good.
Yeah.
It was very good.
No. Sorry, I wasn't clear enough. They died of enjoyment. They were enraptured by the taste. They didn't want to go on after that. There was no experience worthwhile after tasting the cheese wheel.
They should have been wearing their white pants. Would have been less of a mess. It was good cheese. I brought the house down with that. And yeah, you're heading to Wisconsin, so surely cheese opportunities abound for folks who go up there.
Yeah, absolutely. It will make it a tradition for sure. I'm curious, Vosh. So just a random question. In the Ohio House, one of the things we were fighting was gerrymandering over in Ohio. I'm actually curious about your take on New York just lost a couple of seats trying to pull back on their gerrymandering maps. Do you feel like we should wait for a national ban, or do you feel like it's good to take that first step?
I don't know if you can ban gerrymandering. I don't really know if there's an objectively impartial way of divvying up seats. Honestly, I kind of think like local representation sucks anyway. I think it would be much better for in each state you just have proportional representation and you do it closer to the way they do it in like for the prime ministership in the UK, where you vote for your local candidate, but they kind of in aggregate support who ends up being the PM. Maybe in a state, everyone could vote for their local reps, but it just kind of gets assigned to the party because there's no mathematically, there's no way to fix gerrymandering. There's no like computer driven way. There are competing variables for what you're trying to maximize for.
Yeah. And I 100%. So what I really like about that answer is like the way that we were trying to do it in Ohio, the policy we're pushing for was basically the big problem in gerrymandering. One of them is fairness, is making sure that the proportion of representatives is proportional to the proportion of voters. So one of the things the bill was like pushing for was that, let's say you had like 50% Dems vote for the governor and 50% Republicans, then it should guarantee the maps should be drawn in such a way that we expect to have a 50-50 split in the state rep. So it solves that major problem of of the representatives being disproportionate to the number of voters. So yeah, it's a definitely a solvable problem. I think there are things we could do, not to solve it perfectly, but to make it one step better.
I mean,
right?
the fact that in the United States, partisan representatives can draw their own maps is pretty insane.
It's crazy.
To begin with.
Yeah.
It's genuinely like It's such an obvious flaw. You'd
Yeah.
think a kid would have come up with it, but
You know what?
That's like
You should.
solve that like day 2 patch.
yeah, exactly.
true.
Literally, like how did that get out there?
Yeah. You should.
One
You
of
should
the-
pick up. Yeah. Oh,
was
sorry.
gonna
I was.
say, one of the things that's really exciting about this Wisconsin event is this is going to be the first election in Wisconsin where they have new maps. There was Progressive Victory. There was a election for state Supreme Court in Wisconsin for Judge Janet Proce, which Progressive Victory actually was out there as well last spring. Judge Janet Proce, which won, got in. There's now a liberal majority in the Wisconsin Supreme Court, and they were able to force Republicans to come to the table with the Democratic governor, and they were able to get new maps. And those maps, this is the first election we're going to have with them. There are a ton. I was talking to Colin, who runs the Wisconsin House. There are a ton of House races that have been like holds by Republicans for like decades that are wide open now because they've completely shifted the shape. They've gone from like these long, stringly, like 30 miles long, like 1 mile wide things to like actual compact areas of neighborhoods. So the state house for Wisconsin is wide open this year.
Mhm.
We're going to be going all up and down those precincts at the event. So if anyone out there wants to help make a difference, there's a chance we could get Wisconsin. It's been a blue governor forever, but it's been like a red supermajority, actual supermajority, despite it actually going blue in like presidential elections. This is the year we can finally make that happen.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good time to be dedicating some efforts up there. Some
awesome.
feet on the ground. If the lazy bastards in my audience could spare the time. Really though, I am
True.
looking forward to seeing some positive results up there. Maybe we can win by, the classic 51-49, or God willing, in America, the real dream you shoot for in a purple state, the 52-48. That's
True.
the margins you're always hoping to hit.
Yeah. It's incredibly tight. You mentioned lazy chatters. I've heard the Vosh chatters are some of the greatest in the world. What do you feel like are some of the main things that are keeping those chatters from getting involved? What do you feel like the reasons, the copes, some might say?
I think that they think that their lives will be better and more sort of emotionally developed if they really gun down and focus on getting out like maybe 7 or 8 more hours a day of Valorant gameplay. I think that for a lot of them it's Destiny 2. For some of them it's maybe WoW got a new expansion recently. I think they think that's their path forward, and I disagree.
New WoW expansion goes crazy, guys.
Don't.
I have to call up my house members, Vosh. I think you just destroyed the program. I don't know if they realized the options that were available.
Yeah, there's a lot, unfortunately. We're fighting for attention with the devil, and the devil came with a lot of toys. But I think I think that enough people in my audience will make the right decision this time.
Yeah,
I think
for
what
sure.
we got to do to really merge is we're like, guys, sign up to the event and attend now. You'll get 35 PV bucks. You can redeem 5 of those for a PV loot box. In that PV loot box, there could be a free Discord Nitro subscription.
I'm genuinely
No
not.
way.
I mean this without a hint of irony. That if you gamified it and it was like, oh, you got like 5 promising knocks and had conversations with people who seem convinced, you get like they're doing it the way like kids get rewarded in kindergarten. Like you get to get one item from the fun box, and it's like a little green army man or like a one of those like popper party favor things. I think they would go for that.
True.
Well, hey, you didn't hear it from me, but I wouldn't be surprised if, maybe some high performers at the event in Wisconsin maybe did get some kind of reward. I don't know. I do recall certain awards being given out at last events for people who got the most door knocks or had the most conversations. I don't know. I guess you'd have to really show up if you wanted to find out, get to the bottom of that.
That's true. They have to resolve the mystery. They get like little sticker packs and stuff. I think they would go for it. I canvassed with PV, and all I got was the reassurance that I actually was making an effort to change things for the better in my country, rather than just sitting at home watching live streams feeling doomer about it. That'd be a big T-shirt, like a lot of text on there, but I think you could fit it.
Okay. I've actually just received word from Mr. Reese, one of our other house leads. He's saying that he has the cheese board that you cut the cheese on at New York event, and that it is going to be offered up as a prize to a Vosher who shows up to this event. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a one of one in the whole world.
I'm gonna get
This
my
is like the
skin
Magic
cells
the
off
Gathering
that.
One Ring card.
Frame me for
Yeah.
a crime. It's a good cheese board. You know, it's wood. It's got like the little groove on the outer edge. For when you're chopping meat, so the juices don't go absolutely everywhere. You know,
It is.
maybe it
I've
could
used
accompany
it to make dinner a
someone's.
couple times.
Yeah, see, it's well worn and well tested.
All right. Well,
Awesome.
if you guys want that cheese board, you got to sign up now and get in there while you still can before all the slots fill up.
I'll keep
Now that
prepping.
announcement's out there.
Yeah, I'll keep promoting this. I need to throw an ad run to the editors so they can put that in the videos about how
Yeah.
you know Gat and the Rizzler are battling or something like the Costco kid.
There we go.
True.
Right, and the Sam's Club kid are having a beef. They need to have that thrown in there. Yeah, and hopefully we get a lot of people filling those slots.
For sure. We have one more set of slots to fill as well. We're also looking for house canvassers. We talked about this on stream a little bit last time we were on a few months ago, but since then, a few of our house canvassers have returned to school in August. So we're looking for people to fill out the rest of September and October. There's a few dozen slots available. $500 stipend, all of your food and shelters taken care of, and you get to hang out with the greatest of the online political community. We do board games, video games. It's a good experience. I think everyone has universally had a pretty great time. And yeah, that is also in the Reddit link, and it's pinned to the top of the Vosh Reddit if you guys check that out. We need you. You know, the house canvassing program knocks 60,000 doors a month. Our big events knock around 40, 50, 60,000 doors. So, you know, the efforts here are just as important as these events. If you guys have a month to spare, it's a much smaller commitment than it was last time with a couple months on the calendar, but we tremendously appreciate it. You get to live with me in PA for a few months, so it'll be a good time.
Yeah, the
And-
houses are a ton of fun.
And to compensate for you having to be in PA, you get the $500 stipend as well.
True.
And if you don't want to do any of that and you would like to stay at home, there's always room for phone bankers, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Always room for that.
Yeah, we even have events in each of these houses every Saturday for people in the area. So if you're local to Philadelphia, Cincinnati, Milwaukee, Vegas, Phoenix, Winston-Salem, we have weekends every Saturday. You can come out, knock doors right alongside us, head on home for the night, play some board games with us, grab some pizza. We've also got remote canvassing. If you're in any of those states, but you're not local to those cities, we can train you up remotely, give you all the tools you need to knock doors right in your neighborhood. So we're always looking for ways to help people get involved. If you want to help, come find us. We will find something for you to do. We will find a way for you to make an impact.
Hey, I'll make this concrete. Tomorrow, right? We always want to do a timely calls to action. This is a big one that just came up, is that there's a big push to get Democrats removed, or people generally removed, from the voter rolls in, I believe, Georgia. And we're going to be calling households that are at risk of being removed and just giving them a heads up. Hey, guess what? You might need to know this because it's September, the election's in 2 months, and you are not registered to vote because you were just removed from the voter rolls. You know, interestingly, Republicans prefer that fewer people vote in their states. Curious, but we're doing what we can to stop that. So it's a really impactful one. Like, uniquely, this is one of our big ones. So definitely hop in the server now more than ever.
Yeah, the margins in some of these states, the margins of votes from people who are going to find out on election day that they aren't registered to vote because the Republicans deliberately delisted them in patterns which definitely don't correspond to zip code or like race or perceived political
It's a
affiliation.
big coinkadink.
Yeah,
Yeah,
huge wink, huge nudge.
Yeah.
Like those margins are enough potentially to win some elections, even at a national level. It's a pretty big deal.
Awesome. Well, I think those are it for our calls to action. Thank you so much for having us on, Vosh, and for your magnanimous support of the PV program. It's been an amazing journey.
I'll keep repping it as best as I can. Thank you for coming on.
Appreciate you,
Absolutely.
brother.
Yeah, I hope we get to chat a couple more times before the big day, November 5th.
October 5th. Oh, wait, no. Okay. The event and the
The election,
ideally
'cause-
both. You know, they're both big
Sure.
days. A big weekend,
big,
a big day.
big and bigger, slightly bigger on election day for everyone.
Yeah, I'd say
But yeah, thank you so much
TV's
again.
up there with the next president of the United States in terms of importance to this country.
Actually, true. I hadn't considered that. Yeah, we could have future presidents. It is possible, you know, among the PV ranks.
Not literally impossible, certainly.
Yeah.
You know, we've got citizens here.
Listen,
you, guys.
Kamala Harris. Yeah, you have a great day, Vosh. Thank you so much for having us.
Take
You
care.
really y'all.
Yeah, Kamala Harris, despite being a Jamaican immigrant, could make it. Okay, so surely
True.
some of the people in our audience can hit it. Take care. I'll talk to you both soon. I did.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. If you don't go out there, you'll make me look like a fool. I'll keep reminding you. Okay. They seem like cool guys. PV is all cool guys. You think they promote the non-cool guys? Do you think they've got uncool guys in the upper echelons of PV? No, I don't think so, folks. I think they're throwing the cool guys up there. It's good. Also, addiction is a disease, not a skill issue. Being stupid and racist doesn't mean it's not. I mean, if you want to go down that road, being stupid and racist also isn't a skill issue because socioeconomic forces determine those as well, right? Like you can kind of you can follow that like wheel of determinism down as far down the path as you want. I mean, if you're so much of an addict, you're showing up to your factory job high on meth. I mean, it is a disease, but so is diabetes, and getting diabetes sometimes is a skill issue, right? Like they're not necessarily mutually exclusive. It's really just where you set the line on determinism versus skill issue. If you're talking sociologically, if you're feeling magnanimous, you can say it's all like deterministic and sociologically determined. And if you're feeling mean, you can say, well, actually, you maybe could have not just done meth, which is true technically. They're both true. Are expectations high, low, or non-existent for Kamala? I don't know, man.